All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're not just accountants, we're financial detectives. We're going to learn how to look at a financial statement like it's a crime scene, packed with clues that can predict a company's future. So, let's get our investigation started. Seriously, just think about that for a second. What if you, with your skills, could look at a bunch of numbers and see the future? You could spot the red flags that everyone else is missing. We're not talking about a crystal ball here. This is financial analysis. And trust me, it's a superpower that's going to make you stand out. Okay, first up, let's talk about a total mindset shift. This is all about seeing yourself as more than just a number cruncher. You're an investigator, and those financial ratios, those are your forensic tools. So here it is, your mission, should you choose to accept it. Every single number on a balance sheet, on an income statement, that's a piece of evidence. Your job is to figure out what it all means, piece it together, and build a solid case about a company's financial health. This isn't just theory. This is a critical skill for the LECPA and your entire career. All right, let's dive into our first common culprit. It's a classic trap that so many growing companies fall into, and it's called overtrading. So what exactly is overtrading? In simple terms, it's when a company is growing like crazy, but its cash just can't keep up. On the surface, things look awesome. Revenue is through the roof. But behind the scenes, the business is totally gasping for air. It doesn't have the cash to pay its suppliers or fund its inventory. It's basically a house of cards, just waiting to collapse. Okay, this right here is your detective's checklist, a major study hack. You've got to look for these red flags together, right? So is revenue skyrocketing? Check. But wait, are inventory levels and what customers owe them also ballooning? Check. And are they taking forever to pay their own bills and living off a bank overdraft? Check and check. These are the absolute classic symptoms. And this is the bottom line. This quote nails it. A company can look super profitable on paper, but if it runs out of actual cash, it's game over. Overtrading leads straight to a massive liquidity crisis, where a business just can't pay its bills. Spotting a single problem like overtrading is a great start. But a good detective never ever relies on just one clue. So now let's level up and learn how to pull all the evidence together to see the whole story. So we've basically got two main ways to investigate. First, there's what's called Univariate Analysis. Think of this like looking at just one fingerprint, say the current ratio. It's a start, but it can be really misleading. Then you have the powerhouse, Multiple Discriminate Analysis, or MDA. This is where we combine all the clues to build a much, much stronger case. Now get this. This is actually wild. Research shows that companies don't just fail overnight. They leave a trail. For up to 5 years before a company goes under, its key financial ratios start to slide year after year. The warning signs are there for a long time. You just have to know how to read them. So how does this whole MDA thing work? Well, imagine a smart formula that takes a bunch of key ratios, weighs them based on how important they are, and spits out a single score. That score basically draws a line in the sand. If a company is on one side, they're probably okay. But if they're on the other side, they're in the danger zone. It's a seriously powerful way to cut through all the noise. And that brings us to the most legendary MDA model out there. If our investigation needs a smoking gun, this is it. We're talking about Professor Edward Altman Z-Score. The Z-Score is an absolute icon in finance. It's a single number, that's it. But it's calculated from a specific formula that gives you a stunningly accurate prediction of whether a company is likely to go bankrupt in the next 2 years. It's MDO in its ultimate form. Okay, LCPA brain hack time. Don't just memorize the Z-Score formula. That's a rookie mistake. Understand its parts. Think of it as a complete physical for a company. First, it checks liquidity. Remember that overtrading red flag? This ratio catches it. Second, it looks at long-term profitability. Third, operating efficiency. Fourth, it checks how the stock market feels about the company's debt. And finally, how efficiently it's using its assets to make sales. See, it's a full checkup. And that's the magic of MDA right there. The Z-Score formula does all the heavy lifting for you. It takes these 5 different clues, weighs them perfectly, and combines them into one single powerful predictive score. So what's the number? What's the score we're looking out for? For the revised model most commonly used, if a company's Z-score drops below 1.23, it is officially in the danger zone. That is a massive red flag that every single analyst knows to look for. Okay, so we've looked at the culprits, we've gathered the clues, and we found the smoking gun. Now, let's wrap this all up into a neat little toolkit you can take with you for your studies and way, way beyond. Here you go, your 4-step process for every case you tackle. Step 1, look for a motive, like overtrading. Step 2, gather your clues by looking at individual ratios over time. Step 3, find the pattern by using MDA principles. And Step 4, deliver the verdict using the powerful Z-score. And for long-term retention, your final hack, let's burn these points into your brain. 1. Overtrading is growth that can't last. 2. One ratio means nothing. Trends are everything. 3. MDA beats single ratio analysis every time. 4. The Z-score is your ultimate prediction tool. And 5. A Z-score below 1.23 means serious trouble. Got it? So look at you. You're not just a student anymore. You are a financial investigator armed with a serious toolkit. You know now that the numbers on a page tell a story of success, of struggle, and sometimes of a coming disaster. So the only question is, which story are you going to uncover first?